Well, hello friends. Welcome back. It is Monday, April 11th.
Three, two, one, go!
We are now almost a week fully back from Springtime Surprise. And yeah, I caught the sickness bug after I got back. Was not COVID, got tested and was negative. As you can see, I'm still recovering, which I did. This is my first run back now, trying to see if I'm, good to go, but apparently not good to go because just over 1.3 miles, and my throat and breathing is not great. So calling it at that point is not going any further because I wouldn't think it's going to be much better. So yeah, so that's about it for today. Hope to get back out here soon, talk about more about bouncing back from springtime and all that other fun stuff. But for now, that's all it's gonna be. So we'll talk to you later. Well, hello friends, welcome back. It is Saturday, April 15th, no, 16th, I don't know, something, 16th, it's 16th. But anyways, finally out for a run. Now I'm yawning, jeez. Whew. Excuse me. But still recovering from this sickness, as you can tell. Really, outside of the cough, I am fine. It's just the cough continues to linger. Probably was bronchitis or something along those lines. But what can you do? It's whatever. Anyways, this week is marathon weekend registration, and as prior to this, because I haven't really run a whole lot or chatted with all of you, the themes have come out, and they're going with like a throwback 90s theme to celebrate the 30th anniversary, which is absolutely incredible. There is no more Oswald, thankfully. I wanted that. Now we have Chippendale for the 10K, which is great. Yeah, so of course everybody and their brother is after Dopey. So fingers crossed that Tuesday goes well and we get in and get ready to plan for Dopey number 6. Still trying to kind of find my way into Wine and Dine. I've been watching daily and still haven't been able to get into that, but whatever, we'll keep trying. If not, I may just end up there, cheer on people, have fun. I don't know, we'll see. Also maybe looking at doing Space Coast, which is later in November, of course. So we'll see. A lot of things kind of in the works. But yeah, that's I think gonna do it for today. I keep yawning, Jesus. It is Easter tomorrow, so happy Easter. Obviously this won't go out before that, but happy Easter to everybody. Hope you all had a great holiday. I will be working on Easter, but yeah, whatever. So that's gonna be it for today. We'll check in with you probably not tomorrow, maybe Monday. We'll see. Yeah. Well, hello friends. As I'm sure many of you already know, it was marathon weekend registration day, and it was a day. So if you obviously
were following along, especially if you were registering, the registration was supposed to go live at 10 a.m. Eastern. And just before it was set to go live, the runDisney website crashed, which, shocker. But then so you still had the links had gone live prior to the crash, so some people were already in the whole spinning wheel of death portion of the registration process. So I had 5 browsers between 3 devices going, and I had it set up so I had 4 that were in the queue essentially already, and 1 was not. I was waiting for 1 I was going to click on right at 9 a.m. I kind of set it up so it was staggered. So right as soon as the links went live, I clicked on 2 right away, and then about 5 minutes after they went live, I took another one, and then about 5 minutes before they were before 10 o'clock, I clicked on another one, and then left the last one for that 10 o'clock to see, to kind of space out the queue portions to see how it is randomized. So that's why it's kind of like spacing it out to see which one gets in first, kind of thing. And well, of course, 10 o'clock comes and the website's crashed, and we're just kind of all sitting in limbo. And you could kind of tell that because the website was crashed, normally when that the registration time hits, you're going to get a wait time on your in your queue that tells you how long you have to wait to get in to register. Well, that never came, so it was kind of like, well, okay, they must be holding off until they get the website back up so people can get in the queue. And that's basically what did happen. They finally, about half hour in, they put up a message that said, we're aware of the issues, blah, 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 working to fix it as fast as we can. Please be patient and do not leave the queue. Okay, so then every 15 minutes, the timestamp on that message updated. And then finally, we were about 2 hours in, they finally updated and put a message in that it would go live at 12:30. Okay. So 12:30 came. We finally all of them went. They finally got your wait time in your queue spot. I had 4 that were listed as over or more than an hour wait, and then 1 went right to 18 minutes. Okay, that one was on my Mac on Safari and was one of the first ones that I take it back. It was like one in the middle. It wasn't the first one I had clicked on, and it wasn't the last one. I also did use an incognito browser on Chrome and a regular browser on Chrome. Neither of those got me in quicker. Both were more than an hour wait. So just, kind of, it really does vary. It's all kind of random, but just to kind of give you an idea of how it went. Then the second one that got a better wait time, which was about 45 minutes, was my phone on Safari. So it kind of gives you an idea there. So once in, I got in registered right away for Dopey number 6, and that it was pretty seamless. It did have me sign in, but then it never put in all my info like it normally does, so I still had to type that all in. So it kind of annoyed and worried me at the same time because it took up more time, but was able to get in no problem. Then of course started watching what was going to sell out. It took a little bit, but the first to sell out was the 5K, which I shouldn't say it took a little bit because they all did go very fast, but the 5K was first, and that was and then it was 10K like literally minutes after. And then Dopey went fairly quickly after that, which wasn't too much of a shock to myself, but was definitely maybe quicker than I expected. I definitely expected it to sell out today. I don't know if I expected it to sell out in basically, I don't know, 20 minutes or whatever it did. Then Goofy went, which was more of a shock because usually Goofy takes a little bit. Even in 2018 for the anniversary year then, and I don't know, I've been doing this for so long, they all kind of blend together, but Goofy typically doesn't sell out that quickly. Then you had the half go, so then I was like, well, what the heck? Because and I believe in 2018 the half did sell out the day of, but it definitely wasn't within an hour. So that was a pretty big shock. Then the full went, and it was just like, what? The full, even in 2018 for the 25th anniversary of the marathon, I don't even think it sold out the same day. If it did, it was way later. But I don't remember it selling out the first day, and so that leads me to believe, because I went back and looked at the numbers again. And if you don't already know, on my Instagram, there is right under on my profile I have a set of stories on the bottom, and one of them is for Run Disney race numbers, and you can see all of the numbers in there. And if you look at 2018, both the half and full, so 2018 was the 25th anniversary of the Walt Disney World Marathon weekend. This year is this 2023 will be the 30th. And so in 2018, both the half and the full had over 20,000 finishers. That means that you would assume, obviously, that even more had signed up. So you're probably looking at 22 plus had signed up for the race. And then if you look at this past year, 2022, you had, and now I'm blanking, but it was around 12,000-ish, I want to say, finishers, which, of course, is a considerable decrease from 2018. But so I'm thinking is they're not back at those levels. And I don't think it's COVID related either. I think it's that they're intentionally doing this I don't know whether it's them just wanting to keep the races smaller for, a better runner experience, because one of the pre-COVID complaints was always course crowding, especially in areas like Cone Alley, the castle, stuff like that. But it just seems strange to me that, given the demand, obviously, that they would continue to keep them this small. But again, I don't know if, it could be part of the staffing issues that they have, or, they obviously have supply chain issues still, given what we just experienced at springtime and all that. I'm just not sure why. And I really don't think it's COVID anymore. I really don't think that is a concern to their numbers. So and then if you look at Dopey, in 2018, about 7,600 people finished Dopey. So you'd think about 8,000 plus would have signed up, maybe, or just probably right around 8,000 probably. But and then in this last year, I want to say it was around 4,000. So maybe half of that. So, and given how fast Dopey sold out, granted, I still think whether it was 4,000 or 8,000 this year, it would have sold out anyways, given the demand for the 10th anniversary and 30th anniversary of the marathon. But it's still just strange to me that they would keep these races so intentionally small when they know that they can, they can handle more because they've done it, and they know that people want to run. Now, I don't think either this is the last it's not that they're not going to open up. Obviously, you still have charities out there, which there's no way all the charities have sold out of all their bibs yet, especially those half and full bibs. Dopey, the pros are probably pretty full given the demand for that. But those half and full bibs, I highly doubt that they're gone from charities yet. But I think we've seen with Wine and Dine in the weeks since that registration, is they have been periodically, you'll see it open up for any of the races, and I think you're going to see that again too here with Marathon Weekend. Will it be all of them? I don't know. I can almost guarantee some of them will reopen up. The other surprise, which I think is maybe the biggest shock, but a lot of people don't focus on it because it is it is the first one back in a couple years. But Castaway Key Challenge did sell out last, but also sold out, which normally, rarely, I don't know if it's ever sold out. I believe it has, but it's never sold out day of, unless maybe the inaugural did. But because the big thing with that one is you have to enter a cruise confirmation in order to sign up for that. So you have to have the cruise booked in order to sign up for that race. So that's what I think is especially strange. And we don't get numbers on that because it's a 5K untimed. They don't release the numbers on that. So I don't know what that typically has. One would assume, it's pretty small given you have to be on a cruise and the cruise only holds so many people and then, that kind of stuff. But even then, for that to sell out, as quickly as it did, given, like I said, that you have to have the cruise booked already, is pretty insane to me. So I guess there's just a lot of, I don't know, unknowns here. It will definitely be interesting. We have obviously a long way to go. Training hasn't even started yet, but long way to go to see where those final numbers will end up being come next year. That also brings us to then later, or I should say, before we get, I am still attempting to sign up for Wine and Dine. I've tried 4 times, I think now it is, to sign up, or I have all my information in, and then it kicks me out and says it's full. So I'm going to keep trying as long as it keeps opening. But otherwise, then the next one is Princess, I believe, is registration in June. I want to say June, because you have Club Run Disney in May, which I don't plan on signing up for, but that is coming up, and I'm interested to see if that goes quickly or not, especially after today. I think some people are probably like, oh, maybe that is actually worth it just to not have to deal with this, which I'm sure there are some of those people. But then Princess in June, I want to say registration, and then Springtime, I want to say, is in August. Don't quote me. I don't have the dates in front of me, but that's how the rest of this race sign-up season will go. And I do hopefully plan on signing up for both of those. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, in for Dopey. That's all that really matters. Most people I know got into what they wanted. I do know quite a few, though, that didn't get what they wanted, or, got a race that maybe wasn't their first choice kind of thing. I know a few that wanted Goofy and ended up with just the marathon and stuff like that because it was gone by the time I got in, which is crazy. But here we are. So hopefully if you didn't get in, obviously keep trying, keep looking, keep watching. Like I said, I think things will open up again. And if you did get in, congrats. We will see you there in January.
Well, hello friends, welcome back. Obviously not outside, not running or anything. It is actually nighttime right now, like I don't even like 8:30 or something. I don't know, but there's a few reasons for that. Well, mainly one reason. Actually haven't run in. It's been a hot minute, but that's because I had my wisdom teeth out on Friday. It is now Tuesday night, April 26th. So that did not, or it went fine, but obviously that has put me out of commission for a bit.
Still not fully eating normally, which has been probably the biggest struggle. Pain has been actually okay. But the whole, not eating is very sick of yogurt and mashed potatoes and very basic foods. It's too much. Anyways, that because of that, I'm going to wrap this up and put out this video now before, because I honestly, I'm hoping this week I'm back running. Still kind of having some, recovery effects, but so hopefully, probably not tomorrow, but maybe Thursday, get out for a run, and we'll see how that goes and all that. Am off out of town this weekend, so probably not running then either. And I don't know, still searching for something for the fall. No luck on Wine and Dine. No, I haven't signed up for anything else as of yet. Probably will, either whether Wine and Dine happens or not. I probably will sign up, or sign up for something at least locally. But for now, that is going to do it. We'll see you in the next one. Till then, have a good one.